Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Peace, family. My name is Vicki Dillard for African Diaspora News Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Family, make sure as you come in, give us a big thumbs up, and share the broadcast. That way notifications are generated out for others. Yes, thank you so very much. Family, you all know I have been doing for the past few years coverage on Ukraine, mostly in the news lately because of their proxy war they've been engaged in with Russia over the past 3 years or so. So I've certainly been giving them that everlasting work, as I call it. Yes. Well, family, in the recent years, the past recent couple of years, I've really been going in on the extraordinary amount of money and resources that we have been given to Ukraine. I've been talking about the fact that our government, our country, I didn't believe was being truthful or forthcoming with the actual investment that she was making in that country. Yes. Well, one of the different aspects that I talk about with Ukraine is not only what they have done abroad, the money that we're spending abroad. Yes. Watch this. But the resources that we're giving them right here in these United States of America. Now, my last coverage, many of you watched it. And of course, like I said, I did a similar broadcast on that some time back, a couple of times, and I see other folks are starting to pick it up in other platforms. Well, I want you all to know that during that process, and this is why it's so important when I'm talking about international issues, because it affects us one way or another, whether you like it or lump it, understand it or not. We need to be discussing these things. Yes. In the process of me discussing that, one of you all came forward with this information. Are y'all listening? And I received all kinds of comments as a supplement to what I was saying. But I want you all to listen to what I was told by one supporter, one viewer online, which she specifically says, and this is in reference to my Ukraine coverage. Watch this. She's saying, yes, and now I do tax returns this year. I noticed many foreign immigrants and Native Americans are getting major tax attention, and many don't have to release foreign income statements to our government. So many are double dipping in resources from the United States and their countries, not to mention Armenians in America receiving reparation payments from the United States with special tax instructions. This is why we need our checks and why our wealth gap is getting worse. Family, I like to scream and holler, but you all know I'm going to verify and confirm as much as I can before I just jump to conclusions, right? Well, for context, I went back, found several articles, including one, are y'all ready for this? From the New York Times from 2025 that says Armenian groups are increasingly focused on reparations for genocide. That's a very lengthy article, but just so you know, have a little bit of context, it talks about the fact, it gives obviously a lot of background on how the conversation of reparations are happening in the first place. But I want you all to see that this is something that your major newspapers that come out of America for many years has been talking about. Not only that, I found one from LA Times and a few other places. Watch this. It's talking about the fact that behind the Turkish government's denials of the century-old Armenian genocide lurks the possibility that survivors and their descendants could be deemed legally entitled someday to financial reparations, perhaps worth tens of billions of dollars or more. Now, when I read further on down, because it's a long article, they're in the trillions with the T. Now, I'm going to try to calm down. I got on red. Now, y'all might need to put some fire extinguishers in the chat. Y'all might need to put some ambulance emojis in the chat. Y'all might need to put some water in the chat because I'm going to need it. I'm trying to keep my voice down and stop while I'm doing this broadcast. It goes on to talk about how activists have pressed smaller scale lawsuits against the Turkish and other defendants in Turkey and elsewhere, right? It goes on talking about some of the folks that said that they were victims of that and their efforts, and those here in the United States that are fighting for that and around the world, right? Now, this is Kim Kardashian's people, just for the record. My understanding is that's her background, her people. Let's be clear. Now, we know Turkey is playing a big role right now because some folks are accusing it of trying to, revitalize, become the old Ottoman Empire all over again. And Erdogan is doing all kind of stuff. I did a broadcast on him because he's sitting there trying to negotiate peace between Ethiopia and Somalia and all that. And I was just, I don't know, child. He's doing too much, I think, and doing some stuff in BRICS. And then he's on one hand, he's America's friends. Next minute, it's just doing too much. He played with Israel and them sometimes, and he plays with the United States or the West. So there's a lot of suspicious stuff going on over there. Yes, there's some suspicious stuff and some decent stuff, but we're going to keep our eye on Turkey and them, right? Just know it involves that, right? Now, I don't have time to get into the details of this, and I'm trying to get to where I'm going quickly. So family, I said, this cannot be real. I just kept saying it over and over. This can't be real. This can't be real. I found that article. Guess what? I found another article and another article. Watch this. Then I found from Bright Tax. Y'all watching this? Listening? This is talking about taxes. Quote, if you pay income tax in Armenia, there are several exemptions that allow you to pay less or no U.S. income tax on the same income to the IRS. The main exemptions are the foreign earned income exclusion. Pay attention to that title. You can research it. What is it called? The main exemptions are the foreign earned income exclusion, which lets you exclude the first 100,000 US dollars of foreign earned income from U.S. tax if you can prove that you are an Armenian resident, and the foreign tax credit, which gives you $1 tax credit for every dollar of tax you paid in America. Vicki, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that outburst. I'm sorry for that outburst right there. Vicki, you see the twitching in my eyes, family? Do you see the twitching in my eyes? Now, if you go to the IRS website, yes, IRS website, and stop. Even if we don't understand the details, talk to your tax people and stop. That's why I give y'all these articles so that there's references and stuff. Under the IRS tax, on IRS website, excuse me. Under the IRS website, this section is called Armenia Tax Treaty Documents. If you pull that up, it says that it will give you the complete text of the following tax treaty documents are available on Adobe PDF format. If you have problems, I just want y'all to know this is real on how they want you to file it and stuff, even down to the format. Armenia says, this, I'm still reading from the IRS, is one of the former Soviet republics, which are now covered by the treaty with the Commonwealth of Independent States, known as CIS, formerly known as the Union of Soviet and Social Republics. When you click it, family, you're going to find a very, very, very lengthy document to the tune of at least 16 pages. The hell is going on? Don't you know that Republicans and Democrats are aware of this? These are your lawmakers that lets them have these little secret tangibles, financial tangibles. Now, when black folks say give us tax write-offs, when y'all sit here and play games, talking about we can't cut the checks officially like this, we can't do that, we can't do that. And the moment we say, okay, well, let's do this, let's give us tax write-offs, let's do this, y'all over here giving Armenia and them stuff. The hell is Kim Kardashian's stuff got to do with this? No wonder Foundation of Black Americans was commenting so crazy on my other and messaging me about this stuff. Black family, I cannot wait to do my next Black Town Hall. Y'all know I did my first one in a Black restaurant in Chicago, and I plan on doing some more. We're going to talk about this. We are not playing with this government. Y'all are playing in our face while you sit here giving tax write-offs. And shout out to our brothers and sisters that work behind enemy lines and snitch it. This is the kind of snitch that we need. We need y'all to start sounding the alarms when you're in these powerful places to let us know what this government is really doing. Every time the Democrats twitch their lips and tell us what they can't do for us, every time the Republicans play dumb games and they sit here smiling in our face and doing all this stuff, we're not playing with y'all. My name is Vicki Dillard, beloved. Be sure to follow me and my website, my page. Go to my website and stuff. I can't even get my words together and stuff. Check out my school, my products and services at VickiPlanet.com. And family, be sure to comment below. Where are we giving Kim Kardashian and them money for? And they people for a war over there with Turkey and stuff.